Hello everyone, Hawky here, back with another Sword of Convallaria video. And YSERINDE is finally here. Let's have a look at her skills. I don't think I'm going to pull for her. I'm pretty low on pulls and want to save for Camelot. Yeah, 184 speed. Let's have a look at these skills of hers. So I did a bit of a translation. Bloodfeather's Ambition. We went over some of these skills in the preview, so let's see the exact figures. Jump, powerful unyielding, deflection when unyielding is triggered, climber, friendly forces, enemy, neutral characters and objects. So just like Miguel, jumps over everything. When performing normal attack, you can attack adjacent enemies. Okay, so that's nice. All enemies on the field are affected by the shadow aura and possesses the additional skill Planning with Feathers. So that's that dagger thing she throws on the ground. At the start of the round, the next time you use this skill, it'll become instant and will not consume energy. Has a cooldown of 3 turns. Okay. Well, this is a 5-star effect. Keep that in mind. Defense increased by 40%. 30% of own physical defense is added to attack. Oh, okay. So a bit of a defense scaler there. And damage taken when deflection is in effect or piercing damage is reduced by 60%. When Bloodfeather Blade is triggered and consumed, you recover 1 energy. When you have Endless Web, the piercing damage and continuous damage will be increased by additional 25%. Oh, okay. The jump, strong and yielding. Yeah, so she basically has a revive, and the deflection was the buff. When you take non-DOT damage or penetration damage reduced by 50%. And just like 1 stack gets removed. That was the instant. This is the shadow aura. Black feather effect will not be consumed. Oh, so that black feather debuff from herself and Nidia, right? Yeah, it does. It stacks with Nidia, right? Can be cast by Nidia or YSERINDE during Nidia's current action when attacked by her normal attack. Black feather 1000 pieces will be triggered, and black feather will be consumed after the stack. Okay, and then that was the skill to place the blood feather blade. What's this? The reaction. When deflection is triggered, dispel 1 debuff of self and gain ice armor modifier for 2 turns. Right, this was the buffed up ice armor compared to Simona, right? Yeah, so we've seen the deflection, ice armor modified. Physical shield equal to 30%. Yeah, I think I recall it was about 30% of your HP. Immune to frozen terrain, and after being merely attacked, impose move 1. Yeah, move 1 down on the enemy for 2 turns. This state is equivalent to ice armor, so okay. They will get like Simona's buffs. Endless Snare. Forcibly select 3 nearest enemies within 6 tiles and place 1 blood feather blade in the empty space adjacent to them. Oh yeah, that's why there was only 3 daggers. If the number of targets is insufficient, the effect is changed to place 3 blood feather blades in the empty space adjacent to the nearest enemy. Oh, and you could just surround them with daggers. After releasing a skill, you'll gain the Endless Web aura, which lasts until the next 3 turns. When you have the aura, you cannot release skills again. Reactions of it? Bloodfeather Blade, interactive object. When any character stays, the standbys on it. YSERINDE applies Black Feather for 2 turns. Frostbite for 1 turn. Causes piercing damage equal to 50% of the physical attack value to all enemies within 2 tiles. And YSERINDE gains deflection. The Endless Snare aura. Before allies attack, if they have deflection, or if the target has black feather, the damage, penetration damage, and DOT will be increased by 15%, and 30% life steal will be generated. Oh, that's pretty good. Backing up the piercing. The above effects will last until the next action. Additionally, gain Endless Web Frost to all Union allies. After attacking, if you have a physical shield of 30% or more HP, apply 1 secondary frostbite for 1 round, limited to 1 per round for each enemy. How are you going to shield up everyone, though? I mean, they do get the deflection, right? And then we do have the ice armor modified. Yeah, secondary frostbite debuff belongs to the life loss category. At the end of action, the caster loses 15% of the sum of physical and magic attack. Yeah, okay. Scattered feathers become a front. After placing or triggering 4 blood feather blades, deal piercing damage equal to 50% of physical attack value to all enemies within 2 squares of blood feather blade or with black feather. Counted as being triggered by the blood feather blade does not count towards the triggering of the skill. Man, there's so much combo effects. Okay, can be triggered by Nidia, penetration, treated as blood feather blade. Shadows. Oh, this was the swapping skill, right? Shadow, falling feather, or shadow, easy feather. Next time you use pull feathers as a plan, become instant, will not consume any energy. Yeah, select the blood feather blade, teleport to that location, or you can exchange. Select the target to exchange positions with, and grants deflection to the player. Place 1 blood feather blade. Let's have a look at the trial. Like, going through all these skills, you know, we have to see in action, right? Look at this trailer. What was those enemies like all aiming at them? And then just like wipe, yeah? Yeah, the 3. And then they jump into it, trigger, gets KO'd. Alright, let's jump into the actual trial and see these skills in action. I think that's the that'll be the main thing. Yeah, the gold union. Yeah, okay. So jumps on the blood feather, and then they just get piercing damage. Like, see all their shields, they're still up. Okay, so this is one where we can just place the blood feather blade. They're going to go through like so much story. Wait, that's it? Oh, they're already triggered. That was fast. What do you want me to do? Do I just put out the spawn? Oh, okay. Right, just put out the spawn, watch them get KO'd. I mean, this is literally just built on... I'm so bad at trials. Okay, triggers. Oh, okay, yeah, and then uses the blood feather as they can move again after stepping on it. So that's what it was showing there. Okay, it's the rock. What do you want me to do here? So they give me these puzzle stages. Oh, this is the endless snare, right? You can put it around like some allies, no, enemies. So it says target 3 enemies and then throws 3 around them. But if I were to say too far away, right? And I could only target 1, it just puts 3 around them, right? So if I target this guy, that's the only guy I can hear, right? How many do I... 1 there, 1 there. Okay. Right, it's all around them. And deals the damage there. Oh man. Look at that piercing. Oh wow. So many union. Oh wait, I lost? What happened? Was I supposed to stand here? Yeah, I think I was supposed to stand here. And then supposed to KO them all, right? Damn, a huge AoE. And then walks up, gets wiped. Walks up, gets wiped. Oh, what? Is that all they're showing me? They only show me that. Okay, that's kind of lame. And then we have her astral imprint, bloody feathers. Oh, it's a trinket. That's interesting. Thing. Item. After creating an item or trigger for the first time each round, you recover 2 energy and increase your attack and defense by 15%, which lasts until the next action. Oh. Okay. So, I mean, when she places a dagger, she gets that. I'm thinking like, I think we're thinking like Ida can get a buff when she places a box now, because this is a trinket. Anyone can use it. Interesting. Places a trigger or an item. Can this relate to like Gloria throwing down the flag? Recover 2 energy, attack. Not that much anyway. Even for 5-star, what? 2 energy, 15% attack and defense. And then this is what, 8% at 1-star. I don't know. Just bring like an energy battery? Could that be enough? Yeah, that's YSERINDE. Like, I don't know. If you want her, I think you need to have her with like Nydia, because both of them can trigger the black feather effects. And yeah, just some very nice combo effects. I think they're going to introduce like a lot of enemies with that heavy shield, right? Man, they don't give me anything else to try out with. So that was what we already seen before, yeah? Yeah, that was the first skill from our thing, yeah? Was it shadows? No. I'm confused. This is shadows. Oh wait, this wasn't in the preview. Guard wing protection. When any friendly target unit triggers Blood Feather Blade, YSERINDE gives it ice armor modified for 2 turns and grants deflection and remove. When releasing the gathering feathers into formation or triggering scatting feathers into blade, team with deflection is regarded as Blood Feather Blade. They're just quite combo effects. Piercing 50%. Physical shield 30%, we've seen that before. Instant cast, grants damage reduction 2 to all allies. Okay, gain additional deflection, and then after placing or triggering 4 Blood Feather Blades, all enemies within 2 tiles of the Blood Feather Blade or Black Feather will suffer piercing damage. Oh, and that's why they exploded afterwards, right? Equivalent to Blood Feather Blade. Okay. And this is her Extreme Liberation skill. When in uninjured, attack and defense increase by 10%, equivalent to 100% HP. Okay, so it has to be full HP for that. And then, yeah. I mean, this was 1, and then when we did that big AoE, that was like 4, right? Yeah. Okay, and then this was showing us the remove in action from that skill. Yeah. Yeah, because it's like, oh, I don't want to stay in range, so we put the flag here. Put the dagger here, so you can remove again. And he's like, thank you. But he's still a block his way. Oops. And then it's like, GG. Okay. I won't block him this time. I wouldn't say this has been bad at the trial. It's called, like, you know, testing things out, yeah? Like, you want to see the extent of the playstyle of the unit. But they don't give us any more skills to really play with. It's just, like, those 3 skills, essentially. Yeah. But we've seen these skills before. Like, what's our buffs at the moment? Yeah, powerful on unyielding, recover, deflection. Yeah, yeah, this is the 4, and then triggers scattered feathers as an edge. So that was the big AoE that triggers when we place more, right? What if I just would it let me just place one? Ah, takes the whole turn, yeah. Just 1. That's the AoE. No, I can't let the guy die. Oh man, maybe I was supposed to place the feather where he was walking, yeah? Is that what's supposed to happen? Like if I place it there, he can move into it. No? No? Okay. Okay, we're back here again. So if I just place the dagger here, he'll move to that space. And he can move again, yeah? Nice, nice. Wait, why didn't you move again? That's lame. Okay. It wants to use. It wants me to definitely use this skill. What if I just use it on the bottom half? Okay. Nice. But yeah, just not enough to save him. I'm just wondering if there's any other position to save him besides the one they forced upon us. Okay. Nice. Oh, but he's back. I think I'll just leave it like this. Maybe when I get her, like I can play with her a bit more, but yeah. Okay. Alright, let's leave it at that. Failed the trial. Alright, I'll see you guys next time.